Okay, I think we're live. I think we're good. Yeah, I think everything is working. On my end, it all looks good, but I don't know about you guys. If you can hear me, let me know. If you cannot, also let me know. Yeah, this is game one of the Pittsburgh Penguins, Philadelphia Flyers series. And we are going to get started very soon. The game starts at 8 p.m. We're just going to wait a little bit to make sure that people who want to get in can get in. Yeah, so just give me a couple minutes to make sure everything's set up, and then we can get going. Oh, it's popping. My mic's popping? Okay, thanks, Jace.
Harden up top. Screen set by Allen. Pick and roll. And right.
There we go. I think that's better. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Is the mic good now? Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so much better? Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna test another audio thing just to make sure. I tested it all, but it didn't like I tested it, but I couldn't tell based off YouTube. So we're just gonna do a couple more tests. Here it is. Let me know if that was too loud or if that sounded good. Same with this one. Hopefully they both sound good. Okay, well, Jace gets a shout out because he's helping me right now. No one else gets shout outs. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's get started now. Because I think we have a couple people who are in who want to be here. So let's get going. The first thing that is important for this game tonight is our Flyers versus Penguins stats. So, the Penguins were 41 wins, 25 losses, and 16 overtime losses with a 98 points this season. And the Flyers also had 98 points this season. But they had 43 wins, 27 losses, and 12 overtime losses. So the Penguins have home ice advantage because they beat the Flyers in the regular season matchups. So this is good for all those people who want to see the Penguins win. Another thing to talk about is the Penguins' goals and goals against. So the Penguins are third in the NHL with 290 goals for and a 3.54 average. And the Flyers are 21st in the NHL for goals for with 240 and a 2.93 goals for per game average. So the Penguins have the advantage when scoring goals. The Flyers have a really good lockdown defense compared to the Penguins. The Penguins' defense isn't the best. What the Penguins do the best is on the offense, they push in the defense towards the center, or towards the goal line in the offensive zone so that it tightens the zone and it lets the forwards work in behind the net where they are best. it does give up a couple more breakaway chances, and if they get by the defense, then it's very difficult for them to recover. But that is okay because of how good we are on the offense. However, on the defense, the Penguins aren't the greatest. They have a 3.54 goals for per game average. Goals against. And they're 24th in the NHL with 258 goals against per season. Whereas the Flyers, when they are 9th in the NHL on goals against with 239 goals against with a 2.91 goals against average. So like I said before, the defense for the Flyers is a lot better than the Penguins defense. So we just have to see who's going to win between the two offensive and defensive teams. This game is going to be very, very rough. I think there's going to be a couple fights, especially in the first couple games, because they want to set the tone for the whole series. There's a lot of different things that we need to look at, but Sidney Crosby has said, I don't like the Flyers. I just don't like them. That was years ago, granted, but the Penguins and the Flyers have a very, very strong rivalry. And yeah. Some stats about the individual players though. Crosby this season has scored or has got 21 seasons in a row with over a point per game, which means he's actually very consistent in the regular season. So we just have to see how that plays a factor into the series. Now, just gonna bring up some scores from out of town. Just because, there's the Wild Stars game going on, and the Hurricanes Ottawa game finished earlier. So the Minnesota Wild beat the Dallas Stars. The Minnesota Wild are up 4-1 against the Dallas Stars at the end of the second right now. And the Hurricanes and Senators game, the Hurricanes beat the Senators 2-1. Or 2-0. Sorry. Wow. So we'll just have to see. For the Penguins, we kind of need the for either team coming out of this series, they want the Hurricanes to win out to lose the series, because we want the Senators to play, because they were the wild card. They were the wild card spot. So we want the wild card spot to play whichever team's coming out. That way we have a better chance. Though I do still think the Penguins might have a chance against the Canes, but I did have the Hurricanes in my bracket to beat the Penguins if they come out of this series. So we'll just have to see how the Hurricanes series goes and the Penguins-Flyers series, because that's the one that is going on right now. For top goal scorers on each team, the top scorers on the Flyers are Owen Tippett, Travis Konechny, and Trevor Zegras, with 28, 27, and 26 goals respectively, which is actually a very high amount. However, the Penguins have a lot more goals like before, so our top goal scorers have more goals. We have Anthony Mantha in first with 31 goals. And then Sidney Crosby and Brian Rust tied for second with 29 goals scored on the season. However, Crosby has played 4 less games than Brian Rust. So we're just going to have to see who comes out for both teams. But yeah, points wise, however, it looks a little bit different. Crosby with 74 points in 68 games this season. Like I said, this is his 21st season, which is the best in NHL history with over a point per game average. Erik Karlsson with 66 points in 75 games played this season, and Brian Rust with 65 points in 72 games. The Penguins are very diverse. We have a very strong team. And like our fourth line is still like really good. And we have a lot of depth compared to the Flyers. Like the Flyers' top 2 lines are very good, but then their third and fourth line aren't as strong. So we're just gonna have to see the third and fourth line beat out the Flyers' third and fourth line. Also, if anyone has any questions, put them in the chat because I will answer them. Going over to the Flyers goals scored. Or sorry, not goals scored. The Flyers points this season. None of them actually have a point per game. Like none of their top scorers have a point per game average. So this is actually really good for the Penguins because we have Crosby, who is very, very consistent, and we'll have to see that consistency come out in this game. So the Flyers' top goal scorers are Travis Konechny with 68 goals scored in 77 games played, Trevor Zegras with 81 games played and 67 goals, and Tristan Dorvac with 51 points in 80 games. So a huge gap between the Penguins' top goal scorers and the Flyers' top goal scorers. Now, when we look at goalies, though, the Penguins goalies just aren't as strong. So Sergei Marashov, he is not playing right now. The starting goaltenders for the Penguins is Stuart Skinner, and the backup goalie is Artur Shilovs. But our goals against and save percentages are not great. Stuart Skinner, in 50 games played, he has 23 wins, 17 losses, and 9 overtime losses, with a 2.92 goals against average and an 888 save percentage, which isn't terrible, but not over 900, which is where we like to see it. Artur Shilovs, 39 games played, 19 wins, 12 losses, and 8 overtime losses, has 3.07 goals against average and an 888 save percentage. So both goalies have an 888 save percentage, which is actually kind of funny. We want to see that a little higher, but that's okay. Now, over to the Flyers goalies, because like I said, they're a little bit stronger than the Penguins goalies here. We have Alexei Kilashov, who's played 4 games, so he probably won't be playing this series, especially looking at his stats. A 4.0 goals against average and an 830 save percentage. So really not what you want to see from a goalie. So I don't think he's going to be playing at all in this series. Actually, I think he's in the minors right now. However, tonight, their starting goalie is Dan Vladar, who has played 52 games and has 29 wins, 14 losses, and 7 overtime losses. With a 2.42 goals against average and a 906 save percentage. So over that 900 mark that I was talking about before, that's where you want your goalies to be. You want them to be stronger than 900. You want them to be up there, because once you cross that 900 mark, that's when like a goalie is considered good, right? So That's where we want to see them. Another thing that is kind of important is that their backup goalie for the Penguins is important for the Penguins. Their backup goalie has 33 games played, 14 wins, 11 losses, and 5 overtime losses, with a 3.12 goals against average and an 870 save percentage. So even lower than Skinner and Shelov. So that's really where you want it. Like as like the Penguins, that's where you want the opposing goaltender to be, because you don't want them to be like stronger than your goalie. So we're really gonna have to see that difference between Vladar and Eriksson, like just how they play. Another thing that I would like to talk about is how no one expected either of these teams to be in the playoff, yet they're in the 2 and 3 slot. The Penguins, at the start of the year, people were saying that he might contest for Gavin McKenna. Like the Penguins might be going after Gavin McKenna, which really you don't want to see your team be, but honestly, that's where they were at the start of the season. And like sure, like we all thought we were going to get McKenna, but then boom, right out of the gate, the Penguins just shot out. Like even by like November, like I think they were top of their division at one point. So like it really just depends on where they are at the start of the season versus the end of the season. Like, and the Flyers, like, they didn't expect them to be a contester for McKenna, but it was still like no one thought they were gonna make a playoff spot, and if they were gonna be a wild card spot. But then after the Olympic break, just immediately, just were flying, and like they got to the third place position by now, and like in their last 10, they're 7-3-0. So you can really see that the end of the season mattered for them a lot more than the start. People always say like, oh, by American Thanksgiving, you can tell what teams are going to be in the playoffs and what teams aren't. And this really wasn't the case this season. I mean, sure, in the West and like the other divisions, sure. But in the Metropolitan Division, like no one expected these teams to be like where they are. Like the Capitals, people thought they were going to make the playoffs. And just like a bunch of the other teams, no one thought they were going to be where they are. And like the Metro Division was just like so random, and like the entire season, like the teams were trading places like left, right, and center. Like we started out with like so much more diversity in the teams, and then like it just by American Thanksgiving it was just so tight. Like Penguins, I think they're around first place, and the Flyers were close to bottom of the division. And then like both teams, like the Penguins kind of got a little worse. Well, not worse, but the Hurricanes got better and they started winning games, and so the Hurricanes took over the Penguins, and the Penguins actually dropped out of the playoff spot back in December. Late December, I think it was. They dropped out. They're still close, like they're 1 point off a playoff spot, but they dropped out of the wild card spot. And now they were second in the division, which is kind of crazy. And like they clinched like 2 weeks before the playoffs, so it is really like the Metro Division this year was just really random. Yeah. What else do I want to say? Oh, their power play and the power play and the penalty kill. Yes, I will be updating on the other games that are happening in the playoffs today. I already said what the scores were, but the Stars um, the Stars are down 4-1 with 17:30 left to go in the third, and the Carolina Hurricanes beat the Ottawa Senators 2-0 today. I had already said that, but that's okay. Another thing to comment on, like I was gonna say, is the power play and wow, why is my brain not working right now? The power play and the I'm so sorry. Power play and penalty kill. There we go. Got there eventually. So where did I put the stats? Because I had the stats. I'm sorry. Oh, here. I have it here. My bad. So the Penguins power play. 24.1%, 7th in the NHL. Against the Philadelphia Flyers penalty kill, which is 77.6%, which is 22nd in the NHL. So they are second. They're 22nd in the NHL versus a power play that's 7th in the NHL. So this is really good for the Penguins. We have a high chance of scoring on the power play. Another thing that I can bring up is the Flyers power play versus the Penguins penalty kill. So the Flyers power play is 15.7%, which is last, 32nd in the NHL. This is really good for the Penguins because they're 6th in the NHL with an 81.4 penalty kill percent. So the Penguins penalty kill is a lot better than the Flyers power play. So the Penguins are really going to beat the Flyers on the special teams today. And like, that's just where it's going to be. Like, we're going to beat them on the special teams. And that's really important because special teams, like, they don't happen as much in the playoffs because refs don't call anything. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. However, the Flyers might beat them on the defense on the 5-on-5, just because the Penguins' defense is not good on the 5-on-5. So we're just gonna have to see where this ends up. But yeah. Game starts in 5 minutes. We are going to take a little bit of a break. Just because, yeah. We're going to take a little bit of a break before we get going to the, why is my brain not working right now? I'm sorry. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break before we go. Okay? I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I put up a background. Apparently, it didn't work. That is frustrating. I'm sorry about that. Um, my bad. Um, we are gonna get the game just set up for myself. Um, but yeah, Brandon Walmsley, welcome to the chat. How's it going? Okay. This here is saying the game doesn't start till 8:30, but everything else says it starts at 8. Yeah, it does. Okay. Um okay. The game starts at 8, but it will not start for me. I'm sorry. Um I guess we're just going to have to um we're going to have to wait till 8. Unfortunately, I cannot stream the show because it's like you're not allowed to, which is really annoying, but that's where we are. So we're just gonna have to tough it out and watch, or you guys are gonna have to watch, and then I'm gonna commentate. Why is it? The game starts at 8. I know for a fact this game starts at 8. It does not want to go though. Today, 8 p.m. Yeah, it's at 8. Brandon, I'm not gonna get copyrighted, but you're still not allowed to do it. Like you're not allowed to. Okay, this is saying that this is the Penguins game, but it's showing the Wild game. This is really annoying. I'm sorry, guys. This might not be until 8. We are gonna have to see. Yeah, I think it might not be till 8:30, but it says on Google and everywhere like that it's on at 8. This says it's on at 8. I don't know. Are any of you guys getting the live game feed? Because yeah, this is really annoying me. 8 p.m. Everything says 8 p.m. Why is it not coming up? Okay, we're gonna see once these ads are over if it's gonna show me the Penguins game or if it's going to continue to be annoying and show me the wrong game. Because I don't know what's going on. How do I have 88 subs already? I was using the old Sawdog Plays channel, and I just changed everything. So, yeah. Penguins game. Show me the Penguins game. Because this stream says 8:30, but the other stream says not 8:30. So it's supposed to be at 8:30. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's supposed to be at 8 or 8:30 because everything else to me said 8. But then this is just like not 8. So I don't know if they just put the wrong time on. Oh, they did push it. Okay. So puck drop isn't until 8:25. So we're going to take a bit of a break here. Just because, you know, so let's see if we can Brandon trying to make some small talk in the chat here. What did I eat for dinner? I had some delicious shrimp that my dad made. And some veggies. And yeah. Okay. Let me pull up this. This is my first time, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. Okay. Bear with me, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Do this. We will be back at 8:15. Because game doesn't start until 9:25. Hello and welcome back. Sorry for that extended break. Um, I don't know what was wrong with our countdown. It reset itself at around, I don't know, like 57 seconds or something like that, and then again, and it annoyed me, so I started again. Um, so yeah, we are back. Um, and the Penguins game is set to start very soon. So I hope you're all excited. This is gonna be fun. We gotta get the game up. Yeah. Okay. So the game's up now here, and we can we're just gonna wait to go, unless anyone has any other questions about what's going on here. uh Update about out of town scores. For hockey, the Minnesota Wild are up 5-1 against the Dallas Stars with 4 minutes left in the third period. And for baseball, actually, the Blue Jays are, I think they're up 1-0. Let's just double check. Yeah, the Blue Jays are up in the middle of the first against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Yeah, so that's our other sports updates. Let's just wait for the Penguins game to start. Another thing, I have already said this, but I'm gonna say it again. I cannot show the stream of the hockey game on YouTube, so you will have to watch the game at home, or you can listen to me like a radio channel. So it sucks, but that's how we're gonna have to do it. So yeah, we are going to. Penguins do not suck, Brandon Walmsley. The Penguins are one of the. Yeah, the Penguins don't suck. What the heck? The Penguins are 10th in the league, and the Flyers are 11th in the league, actually, at the end of the year. Oh, okay, so another stat. The Washington Capitals are 12th, were 12th in the league at the end of the year, and they didn't make the playoffs. That is the highest team to not make the playoffs this year. And the Detroit Red Wings extend their drought to 10 years. They have not made the playoffs in 10 years. The Minnesota Wild just scored again. It's now 6-1 in that game. The Detroit Red Wings, or sorry, I already talked about them. Sorry. The Utah Mammoth made the playoffs this year, which I don't think people were ready to see. This is their first year as the Mammoth. Yeah. And here we go for the Penguins game at PPG Paints Arena. The players are just coming out onto the ice now to do their warm-ups stuff. And it is the Battle of Pennsylvania today. Let's hope that the Penguins win for all the Penguins fans, and you Flyers fans get out of my chat. The Penguins are back in the playoffs. They had a 3-year drought, so yeah. Game 1 of the Buffalo Boston, Tampa Bay Montreal, Edmonton Anaheim, and Vegas Utah, and Colorado LA matches are starting tomorrow. And yeah. Okay, Brandon. So the Leafs are out, so you can't really be talking about the Flyers. The Buffalo Sabres, 4th in the league this year, 106 points. They are one of the teams that people didn't really see, but also kind of saw making the playoffs this year. They're up in the playoffs they're in the playoffs for the first year in 15 years. So that's kind of a crazy headline this year. But yeah, let's see what happens in this Penguins game. I am going to pull up my scoreboard for all you who are actually watching and not just like listening in, right? So here we go, because the game is gonna start soon. Do you like, oh, wrong side. Do you like my little scoreboard here? Like, it's beautiful. Look at it. It's amazing. I love it. So yeah. Okay, so puck drop is like very soon. Starting in net for the Philadelphia Flyers, like I said before, Dan Vladar. This is his first career playoff start. And yeah, starting in net for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Stuart Skinner. This is his third year in a row making the playoffs. The past 2 years he was with the Oilers, but now he's with the Penguins. And here we go. Carl Hang on, I'm sorry. Down in the Flyers zone, Crosby on the boards to ooh, what a hit. Oh, Russ gets bodied into the boards. Here, I'm gonna make this bigger. I cannot see this. Oh, I closed it. My bad. This is my first time, by the way, guys, so just bear with me, please. Thank you. Okay. Wow, that is terrible quality. I cannot see anything. There we go. Okay, behind the Penguins net, to Carlson. Pressure on. Up to Malkin. Malkin skating through the offensive zone. Turned over. Penguins get it back, though. Wotherspoon. Up to Rust. Or to Raquel. Back to Letang. Down to Raquel behind the net. A little bit of a scrum here. Letang. Shot on net. Wide. Through the zone. I don't know the Philly players. Wow, this is bad. Okay, turnover in the Penguins zone. Malkin turns it over in the offensive zone. Coming in. Number 38. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. Up through the zone. Okay, this is terrible. I am so sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my bearings. This is horrible. Up into the Penguin zone. Body check. Oh, there's a little bit of scrum from Soderblom. Sanheim and Soderblom are kind of getting at it. His whole team now. Down in the Philly offensive zone. Oh, I gotta stop this. Whoopsies. Oops. My bad. This goes way down. I messed up. I was supposed to stop that. Okay. We have a Philadelphia penalty. That coach is not happy. Ristalian against the boards, against Soderblom. I don't know what the call is here. It might have been interference. Interference was called. Okay, so the Penguins have a power play. So let's see how this goes. It's going out to the dot, I think. Carlson's talking with the ref right now. Yeah. Okay, so it... Oh, no, they're going back. Okay, they're going back into the Penguin zone. Okay, thank you, Brandon, for the support. Okay, down in the Penguin zone. I messed this up. There we go. There we go. Okay, Crosby to Carlson. Carlson around the dot. Up through the zone, drops it off for Raquel to Crosby to Rust. Rust enters the zone behind the net for Crosby. Turnover. Shot down the ice by I don't know. I need to learn the Flyers players. Carlson back through through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Rust against the boards. Up to Raquel. Raquel to Carlson, to Malkin, back to Carlson. Shot on net, misses wide. Crosby trying to put it in there. Malkin, tries to pass to Raquel, but it comes out of the zone. Raquel in the neutral zone to Raquel. Raquel dropped off for Crosby. Crosby going down the defensive blue line. Tries passing it, but gets blocked. Over down into the Penguin zone. 22 behind the Penguins net. I don't know the Flyers player. Wrong. This is the Flyers one. Okay, shot on net. Malkin behind the offensive net. Down the ice though again. Skinner behind the net. Up to Letang. Letang stretch pass to Shikhanov. Shikhanov shot on net, misses. Where are my shots on goal? Why are okay, they're not showing shots on goal, so I got to be more on this. My bad. And now the penalty will expire. Coming out of the box, shot on net. Up to the point, shot, Skinner save. Behind the Penguins net. Up into the neutral zone. Who's 71? Forrester. Wotherspoon in the Penguin zone. Coming behind their own net. Pressure put on. Still up all the way down the ice. It was not tipped, so that will be a stoppage of play and icing for the Penguins. It's Dan Mew's first season as a head coach. Just say buy the Flyers? Sure, we'll do that. Thanks, Brandon. Great tips. Oop, wrong tab. This tab. Okay, down. Ooh, that looked like high sticking from the Flyers. Okay, shot on net. Achari. Against the boards. Pressure. Ooh, knocked down by Carlson. To Lizotte. All the way down into the zone. Carlson in the neutral zone. Up to Crosby. Flyers have it behind their own net. Up the zone. Coming down. Carlson against the boards. Kicks it up the side. Ryan Shea tips out. Shot on net by the Flyers. What a save from Skinner. was a really good... Oh, I did not start it. Whoopsies. I'm really bad with the clock. It's kind of hard when you got to announce and do the clock. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. Got to remember to start it this time. When the puck drops. Face off. Won by the Penguins. Wow. Flyers have it in their own zone. Up the boards. Flyers, neutral zone. Tipped away by Shinkanov, but it was offside. So we're going to get another stoppage in play where I messed up to stop this. So we're back up to 21. I'm sorry, guys. This is not the best. I'm hoping that I do better in the future, but I mean, this is my first time, so. Okay, won by the Penguins, down into the Penguins zone, though. Behind the net, big hit by the Flyers. Flicked into the zone. Raquel, big hit by Raquel. Shea, down deep, tries to make the pass, but doesn't connect. In the Flyers zone, another shot. Penguins behind the offensive net. Flyers poked away. Penguins in the neutral zone. Dumps it in. And Malkin is against the boards right now. Ooh, nice hit from Soderblom. Flyers dig it out. Send it deep. Flyers, shot on net, saved by Skinner. Oh, there's a penalty here coming up by the Penguins, I think. Maybe. Oh, Philadelphia tripping. Oh, wait, no. No, that's Penguins tripping. Penguins 2 minutes tripping. Dang it. Yeah, that's kind of obvious, though. Letang in front of the Penguins net. That's a bummer. That's okay. All right, and we are going to the first break of the day. The first ad break of the day. So we're going to take this time off here. I'm sorry that this first one hasn't been good. I'm going to put the 2-minute break timer up, but it might not be that long. We are back. That was not as long as a break as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so puck drop won by the Penguins behind their own net. Wotherspoon, puck battle with Forrester. Wotherspoon, oh, shot on net. Zegras up to the point. Forrester over to Drisdale, I think that's how you say his name. Forrester to Mertone, shot on net, misses wide and goes around and into the Flyers. Zegras in the Flyers zone. Pressure on by Letang. Or wait, no, Letang's in the box. Sorry. No, it's Letang. My bad. Behind the Flyers net, Drysdale. Drops off for Tippett. Up through the Penguin zone. Flicked in. Down by the dot. Up at the blue line. Dumped deep in the Penguin zone. About a minute left in the power play. Konechny up to the blue line. Back to Konechny. Shot on net. Save by Stuart Skinner. Nice save. Just like to comment on that save. That was a pretty nice save, if I could say myself, which I can because it's myself. Ha ha. I missed time. Okay, we're just gonna wait after the face-off. Oh, one more. Okay, 30 seconds left in the power play for the Flyers. Behind their own net. Drop down. Past the blue line, up to the red line. Into the Penguin zone. Shot, blocked, and goal. No goal. The ref says no goal, and there's a scrum in front of the Penguins net. I thought that... Okay, at first, I thought it was a save from Skinner, and then I thought it went in, and apparently it did not go in. So that's really good. I keep missing the time to stop. I think there is another penalty. I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, that is not a goal. Yeah. Drove right into Skinner, just right through him, and kicked the puck in. I don't know if this is a kicking motion or if that was just him trying to stop, but he ran into Skinner. Oh, Skinner's getting a look from the trainer here. The referee quickly waved it off. I don't know what the reasoning is. I think it's because of goalie interference, which, I mean, would make sense because he sat on top of the goalie. But, I mean, you never know what the refs are seeing over here, right? So, oh, yeah, up to the blue line, okay. Pulled back to Sanheim, to Dorvok, into the Penguin zone, and I forgot to start this again. Great. Okay, this is where we are. Okay, in the Penguin zone, power play is over. Even strength. Behind the Flyers net, Crosby in front of the Flyers net. Okay, up, stretch pass to the center dot, down, flicked into the Penguin zone. Shea gets hit by nothing, trying to lay a hit and doesn't make it. Around the Penguins zone, up through the neutral zone. Behind the Flyers net. Ooh, was the stick broken there or just dropped? Up to the blue line for the Penguins. Ooh, little moves here from... I don't know who that is. Gerard, sorry. Dumped down into the Penguin zone. That will be icing. Oh, there's a fight. Ooh. Not a fight, but like a shoving match. I don't know how this started. I don't know who's going to go into a box or who's not. Yeah. Okay. So, we're coming back out. Ooh. Was that cross-checking? Oh, a ref kind of shoved Glydening down. Flyers number 49. Okay. Lost by the Penguins in the offensive zone. And I need to start this. Okay. Down into the offensive zone for the Penguins. Malkin behind the net. Flyers up through the neutral zone. Stop. Drop pass. And dump deep into the Penguin zone. Letang to Raquel. Raquel tossed high, intercepted by the Flyers, though. Penguins get it back. Over to Raquel. Or not Raquel, sorry. I can't see that number. I'm sorry. Wotherspoon. Drop to Letang. Back to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon. Up the ice. Ooh, Flyers having some issues skating beside each other. Up the boards. Flick pass to behind the net. Or not behind the net, sorry, on the boards. Up Flyers up through the neutral zone. Ooh, little spin shot on net, but it does not go in. Skinner with a save. Puck shot down the ice to the Flyer zone. Flyers pass it up, stretch pass. Skinner behind the net. Up to Crosby. Crosby skating through the zone. He's got Shekinov with him, and a helmet comes off, and he's still playing. Get to your... Why are you still playing? You need to go to the box. Yeah, that's a penalty, buddy. You can't... You have to go to the box. I don't... is that a... that's gotta be a penalty or something, because I know you're required to go to the box after your helmet comes off. So we'll see what this ends up. Refs are talking about it, but I think that's going to be a power play for the Penguins. Yeah, a little bit. Helmet comes off. Minor penalty for roughing. For who? What's the call here? Oh, Crosby kind of like pulled Drysdale's helmet off when he was trying to go. Okay, so what? I don't know what the ref saw or called. That is, yeah. I just I don't know. No idea what the refs were calling there. But we are going to go to a short break again. we are back from our little bit of a break. Oh, wow. They made it 4-on-4. Okay, well, I have to update this then. Add a penalty. Add a penalty. Cool. And it just doesn't want to show. Okay, well, we'll subtract 1. There we go. 4-on-4. 2 minutes. 4-on-4. Okay. Flyers behind their own net. Malkin putting pressure on. Ooh, Malkin with a late hit. Thought might call something there. Down into the Penguins zone. Out in front of the Penguins net. Wotherspoon down the ice. To Novak. And there's a whistle. I think that was icing is what it was called. Yeah. I think that was icing against the Penguins. Okay, face-off in the Penguin zone. Taken by Novak. 1. Carlson up to Novak. Flyers coming in. Shot on net. Skinner with the save. Nice. Okay, so currently tied 0-0. With what am I trying to say here? With the Flyers having more shots. I don't know what the shots are right now, but I'm just gonna assume it's like this, because they don't actually show what the. Okay. Carlson in their own zone. Shot on net, saved. Flyers in their own zone coming up. Shot on net. Ooh, deflected out with Skinner's stick, but still stays out front a little bit. Carlson coming up through the neutral zone. And that is offside. I think. Or an issue with Skinner's equipment. Oh, yeah, issue with Skinner's mask. So we're just gonna see what's going on with that. Yeah. .45 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Out at center ice, face off between Kindle and Novak. Okay. Letang in his own zone, cross pass up down the ice, and that will be icing again against the Penguins. Honestly, I think this game is going pretty well so far. I think this game's been going pretty well. A little bit more offense from the Penguins would be nice here, if we're looking for a Penguins win. But, I mean, you gotta hope. Face-off won by the Penguins in their own zone, but taken back by the Flyers. Behind the Penguins' net. Stopped by Stuart Skinner. Covered. Okay. Face off in the Penguins zone. Where's my stats sheet? I can't find my stats sheet. I'm sorry. Face off won by the Penguins, but it got batted up to the Flyers defense. Letang fighting for the puck with Konechny down the boards, and the penalties are just about to expire. It is now even strength. So it's now 5-on-5. Behind the Penguins net. Ooh, flipped up all the way down to center ice. Novak coming in. Or Lizotte coming in. Pushed back out, though. It's offside right now. Flyers pick it up behind their own net. Flyers coming up. Ooh, what a fall. Lost his stick, too. Cross pass. Whiffed by the Flyers, though. Coming back up through the Penguins zone. Pass to Mantha. Mantha down into the zone. Shot again. It's wide. Novak dumps it deep behind the Flyers net. Malkin fighting for the puck in the corner. Picked up by by Wotherspoon. Clifton at the blue line. Dumped down behind the net by Mantha. Centering pass, but it goes wide. Flipped down the ice by the Flyers, picked up by Ryan Shea. Back in the Flyers zone. Penguins with the puck behind the net. Pass to Crosby. Crosby dumped back for Novak. Back to Crosby. Poked away by the Flyers. Flyers coming up into the offensive zone. Wotherspoon with the puck behind his net. Coming up the boards. Pass. Cross ice to Carlson. Carlson dropped for Crosby. Crosby shot on net but wide. Down to Wotherspoon. Back around the net to Raquel. Raquel shot on net but it's wide. Tipped away back to the Flyers. Flyers dumping it into the offensive zone. Carlson picking it up. Flyers going to it for a change. Back up into the neutral zone. Coming down to the offensive zone for the Penguins. Flyers poked away, but Penguins got it back. Flyers, again, behind their own net. Pressure on by the Penguins, though. Achari behind the Flyers net. Ooh, big hit here. Pinning him down, and they're stuck. Don't know what's going on there. Novak behind the net. It's body checked. Puck sent down the ice. Clifton picking it up in his own zone. Down to Letang. Letang up the ice to Lizotte. Or not Lizotte. Achari. That's Achari, right? I think that's Achari. No, Kindle. Clifton. Right. Yeah. To Gerard. Gerard up to Wotherspoon. Back down the ice deep. Clifton behind his own net. Pressure by the Flyers. Wrapped around up to the blue line. Achari at the blue line. Achari to Shea, who dumps it in deep. Flyers behind their own net. Gets it out of the zone. Rolling puck past the Penguins' blue line. Penguins in their own zone. Getting some time to recover. 2 minutes left in the first period, however. Shea behind his own net. Up the ice, down. Oh, shot on Penguins net, saved by Stuart Skinner. Okay, well, this has been good so far for the Penguins. We're going to go to a break again, however. muted. Whoops. Okay. Face off won by the Penguins up into the Flyers zone. Dump down D. I don't have my thing up. Wow, I'm scrambling right now. That we're not there. Holy. We're way farther. Puck behind the Flyers net. A little bit of a just holding each other up against the boards here. Dump down. Flyers lead 10 shots to the Penguins 5. Wow. Flyers in the Penguin zone. Shot on net. Saved by, or low wide, sorry, not saved. Wrap around the Penguins net to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon drop back down for Carlson. Carlson behind his own net. And up to Raquel. Raquel over to Clifton. Right. No, Lizotte. Raquel behind the net. Letang, cross ice. Back. Drop down for Novak. Raquel behind the Flyers net. Lizotte on the boards. Achari to Malkin. Malkin on the boards. Pass blocked by the Flyers. Big hit from Malkin behind the Flyers net. Flyers coming up into the Penguin zone. Big hit on Letang here. Puck in the corner of the Penguin zone. 35 seconds left in this period. Behind the Penguins net though. Flyers up against the boards with the Penguins on them. Still in the corner. Up to a to Mantha. Back down in the Penguin zone. And that is the end of the first period. I'm sorry this hasn't been the greatest, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. Am I muted? No, I was for a minute. I fixed it. I might be a little quiet, but I shouldn't be too quiet. Yeah, I can read chat. But instead of breaking, I should interact with chat. Well, it's the first intermission, so we're probably going to be doing that a little bit, but we are going to go to a break during this intermission. And no, I can't put the game on the screen, Jace, because of the rules with YouTube and stuff. I can't show the game, which sucks. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is my first time. I'm going to get better, I swear. It's just going to take time. I know this hasn't been great, and I need to learn some of the names, but I hope you guys are enjoying this. And yeah, if I could put up the game on like a screen over here or a screen over here, I 100% would. But sadly, I cannot, just because with the way YouTube works. We're going to go to a break here. I'm going to put the 2-minute break up, but it might be a little longer. I'm going to try and set up a intermission break thing. So yeah. Hello guys, I am back. So hello chat. Elevator music. We actually have better music. My dad was DJing. Not actually. We had different audio coming through through our intermission slideshows that my dad made. So yeah, he's our DJ. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And yeah, I will take questions from the chat if you guys have any questions. Because I mean, it'd be nice to talk to you guys, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself here. So I mean, yeah, if you guys want to talk, go ahead, like please. Yeah, I sadly I did see the chats about putting it up like on a stream. Sadly, I can't do that. No one else on YouTube. Jace, oh my gosh, for the last time, no, I cannot put it up on screen. That is not allowed. But yes, my dad is very tough. He's doing a great job at doing our DJ stuff. I'm not the best at this yet. I will get better, I promise. Other people are not streaming it. We literally looked it up on YouTube and no one isn't streaming it. Or no one is streaming it. Why isn't it allowed? YouTube can block, like, stop you from being able to stream or like do stuff. So yeah, that's why like in Comtech, like at school, we can't put on copyrighted music. Will I be doing a breakdown of the game after it's done? I might do a little bit, but it probably won't be too long. Just because I can't show any clips. If I could show like if there were clips online that I could show, I would. But yeah. So sadly, I cannot post stuff, or I can't show the game. Otherwise, I 100% would. I'm not trying to like make you guys see me. I would let you guys watch the game, but sadly, I can't. Yeah, thank you, Dad. That's a better way of putting it. The NHL does not allow rebroadcasting as it goes without prior consent. So I would have to email or something the NHL to ask, hey, can I do this? Like, it's not gonna happen. Let's do an update on the Wild game. The Minnesota Wild actually beat the Stars 6-1. So yeah, that's good for my bracket because my bracket said that the Canes would beat them. Oh, you have to pay them too? Oh, boo. I don't want to pay them. Paying them sucks. Why is that image up? Oh, it's not. Whoopsies. I don't want to pay them. Maybe one day, Jace? Yeah, maybe one day I'll just be an actual sports announcer and I can just do this for realsies, you know? So, yeah. I hope pay your workers, Sawyer. No, my dad's actually doing this for free labor. Like completely free. Yeah. It's not child labor. There's no child. I'm the only child. I'm not making money off this yet. I might, but yeah. Ooh. But yeah. So I'm gonna go on break again. But I will be back very shortly. I hope you guys enjoy my dad DJing. Why did it end so early? That was not a 2 minute. The 2 minutes it didn't do 2 minutes. Andrew, you gotta keep your sleep schedule. What sleep schedule? It's Andrew. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, Andrew. I will see you again next time. I got my Penguins water bottle. Brandon, there's not more break time in this stream than there is actual stream. That is not true. Also, it's called commercials. They do commercials in the NHL. So, like, yeah. Hopefully this intermission ends soon because we don't like intermission. Intermission, boo. Boo, intermission. Glad you enjoyed, Andrew. Penguins play again tomorrow, I think. So we might be streaming again tomorrow. No, they play on Monday. They play on Monday at 7 p.m. So I can still talk. Yeah, but I also need breaks. Just like the commenters in the NHL. I need breaks. My throat gets dry. I run out of water. I need to go to the washroom. Things happen. Play some Roblox in the meantime. No, I will not be playing Roblox in between things. Or in between periods. But yeah. What can we talk about? There are a few good stuff that's happened during this game. But also a few not so great stuff. Also, what do you mean it's the second period? This says it's the second period. Am I behind? Am I on the wrong channel? I'm on the wrong channel. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay. Period. +1. Start. Okay. We missed like 15 seconds of the second period. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we're here. Okay. I gotta pull this up. This. And where's my live stream? Uh-oh. Did I close my live stream tab? Oh, shoot. So I just ended my live stream on accident. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I closed the thing on accident. All right. So we lost like a minute in the third, but we're back now. I have no idea what happened. But yeah. Okay. Flyers in the neutral zone, going through, shot on net, wide. Down, wraps around the Penguins zone, behind the Penguins net, up to the blue line. Flyers kicked out, but Russ picks it up. Off the boards, up to Shikhanov. Shikhanov behind the net, the Flyers net. Russ putting pressure on. To Shikhanov. Ooh, just dumps it in deep. Little wide. Crosby in the corner pokes it up to the defense. Shot on net. Blocked. Flyers try and push it out, but Carlson pushes in but doesn't get it. Flyers in the neutral zone. Skinner behind the net. Picked up by Gerard. I gotta remember Gerard's 49. Breakaway. Ooh, saved by Skinner. That was a good save. Carlson up to the blue line. Pushed out by Raquel. Flyers in their own zone. Push deep behind the Penguins net. Letang skates with it for a bit. And then stick handles, passes it up to Novak. Novak tries to dangle, but what a diving block shot. Skinner in their zone. Shea passes it up into the Flyer zone. Big hit put on there. Shot on net, misses wide. Behind the Flyers net, up on the boards, Shea dumps it in deep. Novak behind the net pushes it to to Malkin. Oh my gosh, I forgot Malkin there. A save by Stuart Skinner. Pushes it up. On the boards. Shot goes wide around the net. Penguins in their own zone, behind their net. Shea with the puck. Skinner trying to block the forward. Oh! What a hit there by Anthony Mantha on his own player. Clifton against the boards. Up to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon in the offensive zone. Against the boards. Behind the net to Novak. Kindle. Not Novak. No. Ooh, shot on net by Kindle. Goes wide. Wotherspoon tries to keep it in, but doesn't succeed. Behind his own net. Passes it up to Soderblom. Soderblom dumping it in deep in the Flyers zone and caught by the Flyers goalie. What a series of events there. We had the breakaway, and then it came back into the Flyers zone, and there was an amazing stop from one of the Flyers defense diving backwards. Okay. Penguins win the draw in the offensive zone. Blocked and knocked out by the Flyers, though. Penguins in their own zone. Pass across to Raquel. Raquel hit. Crosby pushing into the zone. Russ drops it back for Crosby. Crosby shot. Russ behind the net. Passes it up to the defense. Dances on the blue line and stopped and blocked out by the Flyers. Picked up by Wotherspoon, though. Skating it down. What? No. My bad. Penguins in their own zone. Skating towards the behind their own net. Gerard. Up to, wow, my brain is not working. Dewar. Dewar in the neutral zone. Back down. To Lizotte. Lizotte dumps it out, but the Flyers get it. Flyers in the offensive zone. Up against the boards. Carlson passes it up to Achari. Achari back down into their own zone and offside, I think. Ooh, Dewar is hunched over on the bench. I don't know what happened there. I think obviously he got hurt or something, but I don't know what happened. Let's see. Oh, that looked like a big hit. Yeah, that did not feel good. Big hit right by the red line. Looks like his back kind of went into the lip of the area where the boards is. That does not feel good. Okay. The Penguins blue line. Face-off won by the Penguins. Wotherspoon pass behind his own net to Carlson. Carlson up to Novak. Novak dumps it in deep. Raquel with a big hit. Malkin Malkin again. Malkin drops it back for Novak. Novak dancing in. Oh, I thought he just scored. Off the top post and went out. I thought he put that in the net area. The top. Wow. Top cheese. Top corner. Yeah. Okay, and I think they're going to an ad break right now. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. No, nice to make some conversation. But yeah, I feel like this is going fairly well. I don't think it's the greatest, but I mean, we'll get there, right? Like, it's not perfect, but it will be. We'll get it there. I'm gonna take like a 15-second break. I'm gonna put on my 2-minute break. I will be back before it hits 15. Could you make me a just like a commercial break, like an ad break one? Be like, we'll be back, but don't have the timer down. That way, like, I don't have to like count timer. Just have one as like, we'll be right back. Okay. Oh, my mic was not muted. Whoops. Yeah, that's my fault. We just ignore that. Is my counter still going? No, it's not. Okay, good. Just ignore the fact that I was not unmuted. I went to unmute it and I didn't realize. But yeah, Brandon, why am I not a pro commentator? I don't know. Honestly, that is a good question. I didn't restart this. My bad. 1348. We haven't gone yet. Okay, face off in the Flyers zone. Won by the Flyers. Flyers in their own zone, but a save. I don't know what happened there. I clicked something and it clicked. Thank you, Jace. I realized my mic wasn't muted. My bad. Yeah, whoops. Okay. Face-off won by the Penguins. Waterspoon. Dancing in. Pass to Carlson. Carlson shot on net. Blocked or saved by the Flyers goalie. Flyers coming into the Penguins zone. Shot on net. Oh, little high. I thought that went in too. I thought that was really close. Wow. Penguins coming into the Flyers zone. Waterspoon hit on the goalie. Or on, that's not Waterspoon, is it? Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh. Clifton to Shea. Shea up to Crosby. Crosby dancing in. Crosby to Rust. Rust shot on net. Saved. Puck flipped up to the blue line. Flyers coming through the neutral zone. Shot down into the Penguins zone. Flyers in front of the Penguins net. Against the boards. Pushed up to the Flyers defense. Shot deep into the zone. Penguins behind their own net. Poked away by the Flyers. Flyers in the corner. Flyers behind the net. Taken back by the Penguins. Russ coming up the... Oh, that looked like it could have been a high stick. Wow. Flyers coming up into the zone. Into the neutral zone. Penguins back. Shinikov. Rust with the chance, but he does not finish it. Shots are 12-8. Penguins in the offensive zone. Shot on net. Blocked by the own player, though. Drop back for Achari. Achari shot on net. Shot on the Penguins net. Saved by Stuart Skinner. That gave me a mini heart attack right there. Lizotte in the offensive zone. Shoots. Just whiffs on the puck. Flyers batted out to the blue line. Knocked down by Achari, though. Achari with the hit. Puck pinned against the boards. There's a little bit of a battle in the neutral zone. Puck knocked out. Ooh. One of the Penguins players falls. I didn't see his number. Gerard in his own zone against the boards. Up to the Flyers defense. Oh, tipped by one of the Flyers players, but does not get to the net. Up to the Flyers blue line. Moved in behind the goal line. Behind the net. Wraps around. Shot. And it goes in. Flyers are up 1-0 now. That is a bummer for all those Penguins fans out there. Just a big bummer. Yeah. Whew. All right, replay. Puck behind the Penguins net, shot up, down, and just right from the face-off dot. And that is a good goal. That really sucks for the Penguins. Just went right in 5-hole past Stuart Skinner. Flyers are now up 1-0. Face off, won by the Penguins. Dumped down into the Flyers zone. Novak pressuring them. Shot down into the Penguins zone for icing. Yeah, this shot is just a really nice shot. Just really accurate into the Penguins net. This is a real bummer for me and all the Penguins fans out there. But yeah. Batted up into the Penguin zone. Carlson in front of his own net, coming out of the zone. In the Flyers zone, Malkin trying to put some pressure on here. Raquel with the hit. Malkin out, and that's icing against the Flyers again. Yeah, that was a really good goal. Very accurate, very on point. It just sucks. Yeah, I really did not enjoy that by the Flyers, but it is what it is. Face-off won by the Flyers. Flyers up into the zone. Dumped into the Penguins zone. Behind the Penguins net. Letang coming up. No one on him. Pass to Erik Karlsson. Wow. Rust in front of the in the Flyers zone to Shea. Shea shot on net. Block shot. Ooh, that's tripping right there by the Flyers. Ooh, and we're going to have a little bit of a scrum between Rust. Oh, and there's another scrum between Penguins and two. Ooh, yeah, it's just full on, just everyone just getting at it. Add a penalty here for the Flyers because the Penguins are now on a power play. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, just a real. Penguins now have to capitalize on this power play where they are up in the standings. That is just a big trip. Just a trip right in front of the Flyers net. The Penguins need to use their power play, which is 7th in the NHL, like I was saying earlier, 24.1%. And the Flyers' penalty kill is 77.6%, 22nd in the NHL. The Penguins really need to capitalize on this power play as the NHL goes to an ad break. So let's just see if let's get some questions in the chat. I'm gonna go to break and I'll answer some questions when I get back. I will be quick. I just need some more water. So yeah, that ended way faster than I thought it was. I'm a little late. My bad. Yeah, we've got minute 10 left in the Penguins power play. Sorry about that, guys. I missed a good amount of what happened. Yeah, my bad. We got another whistle here. Yeah, just sorry about that overall. That's my bad, I know. Yeah. Oh, Jess coming into the chat and then immediately leaving the chat again. Ooh, rookie mistake. You gotta stay on. You gotta stay. This is like best live stream of all time. So like, yeah. Penguins winning the faceoff. Kindle in their own zone, and that was offside again. Wow. Just some. Yeah. Wow. Lots of offsides this game, actually. A lot more than I expected. Yeah. All right, face-off coming here. Face-off won by the Flyers, and that's another whistle. I don't know why they blew the whistle again. Probably someone messed up how you take the draw. Probably the Flyers, because they suck. Face-off won by the Penguins. Good. Shinkanov dumping it in deep to Novak. Novak to Kindle. Up the boards to Sheikanov again. Sheikanov deep wraps it around the net. Novak back around the net again. Mantha with the body check, but the puck just gets by. Skinner with the puck in his own zone. Behind the net, Letang up the boards, taken by the Flyers. And was that offside or something? Probably or something. I don't know what the whistle was. It might have been offside. I think it was offside. Yeah, it was offside. Okay. Okay, face-off won by the Penguins. Carlson in his own zone, just doing some crossovers, dropping it off for Raquel. Raquel dropping it for Crosby. Crosby into the zone. Pass to Raquel to Malkin. Malkin to Raquel. Raquel back to Malkin. Malkin dancing in towards the net. Carlson crossing the blue line to Crosby. Crosby back to Carlson. Back to Crosby. Crosby to Malkin. And that puck is out of the zone. And we are now even strength. Raquel behind the Flyers net. Crosby up to Gerard. Penguins with a puck in their own zone in front of the net. Behind the net. Gerard skating up with it. Dropping it for Letang. Letang back to Gerard. Dumping it in deep. Up back to to Gerard, shot on net to Letang, dumping it in deep. Lizotte with the puck to Gerard, and stick handling it along the blue line, and that is offside. It came out and went back in. I should put Subway Surfers on the side of the screen. I think I'm good. I think most people can handle attention, especially because you can have the hockey game up on the side as well. So, like, you don't have to only watch mine. You can just listen to mine. Puck going behind the Flyers net. Up, wrapped around the boards to the Penguins. Wotherspoon chasing down the Flyers guy with the puck. And we didn't start this. Whoops. 9. Yeah. Okay. Skinner behind his own net with the puck. Passing it up to Mantha. Kindle in his zone. In the Flyer zone, behind the net. Shea at the blue line, dumping it in deep behind the net, wraps around along the boards. Flyers with the puck, skating it up. Pass down into the Penguin zone. Shot on net, it's wide, wraps around the boards. Penguins with the puck in their own zone, battle against the boards. Kindle skating it with it up, wrapping around back into his zone, passing it to Malkin. Malkin across to Shea. Shea up the line to Sheikanov. With it in his own zone, turned over to the Flyers. Flyers pushing in, and that pass was blocked by Wotherspoon. Behind the Penguins net, Flyers with the puck. Flyers up to the blue line, shot on the net, behind the Penguins zone. Crosby up to Carlson, up to Rust, dumped into the zone. Shinkanov in the zone. Crosby behind his own net. Behind the Flyers net. Rust up to the blue line. Carlson dancing down the blue line to Crosby, or to Rust. Rust dumping it in deep. Crosby behind the Flyers net. 2 Flyers with it. Crosby wins the puck, though, up to Wotherspoon at the blue line. Down to Carlson. And that is shot, and that is tipped wide. Rust with the puck up to Penguins in their own zone, up at the blue, or in the Flyers zone, sorry. Flyers with the puck, turn it over to the Penguins, and they score! What a goal from Malkin! Woo! Let's go, Malkin! It is tied at 1. Malkin ties it up for the Pittsburgh Penguins. What a goal from Malkin. The game is tied. Raquel shot on net, blocked, and then Malkin just puts it in. Just through the defender and the goalie, just right in deep. What a goal. Biased commentary. Yes, it is biased. I am a Penguins fan, if you cannot tell. I am biased. I do not care if I am biased. I love the Penguins. What a goal. It was a great play. I mean, the Flyers goal was a great play too. But, yeah. The puck in the Penguins zone. Penguins with the puck. Oh, I clicked something. I gotta stop clicking stuff. Shea with the hit. Whoo, that was a big hit from Connor Dewar. Puck launched into the Flyers zone. Flyers with the puck behind their own net. Shots on goal, 15-11 for the Flyers. Tie game right now. 3 minutes left in the second period. Shea with the puck. Up, crossing the blue line. And behind his own net. Letang dumping it in deep. Goes all the way down to the Flyers zone. No icing. Flyers pick it up behind their own net. Malkin with the pressure. That is a late hit. I don't know if they're going to call that for interference or not. I think they called it, or that was offside. Or, oh, something happened to Malkin. Oh, this isn't good. Malkin just scored. What the heck? Someone fight him. Whoever did that to Malkin, fight him. I gotta stop the clock. We're not the Leafs. We gotta defend our stars. Okay, let's go. Malkin with the hit. Oh, there was a little bit of a scrum behind the Flyers net. And what did the Flyers guy do? I don't know what he did, but that sucks for Malkin. Because he just scored. So, like, we kind of want him. Yo, what's up, Mason? How's it going? I hope you're liking the stream. Penguins are up 1-0. Wow, the Penguins are not up. It is a tie game right now. We are going to go to a quick break. I'll be back quick this time. For real. Hello, hockey fans. We are back. How is it going right now? I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying. Oh, Jess is back. She left and now she's back. She's probably gonna leave again. Yeah, but I hope you guys are enjoying. The score as shown, as shown up here is 1-1. I'm worried about something that happened to Malkin. Sorry, please never say that again. Say what again? I genuinely don't know what I said. Crosby talking at the center ice with the referee, with the Flyers captain. I don't know what is happening. What's the call? Is there a call? Malkin has to go to the bench? Malkin's going to the bench. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Face off at the Penguins blue line is what's happening right now. Okay. Crosby. Penguins win the face-off, but turn it over to the Flyers. Flyers shooting it in deep with a slap shot. Wotherspoon behind his own goal line. Up into the Flyers zone. Taking it by Carlson, but turned over. Penguins at their blue line. Rust. Drop back for the defense. Wotherspoon to Carlson. Carlson skating with it up, dumps it in. Rust behind the Flyers net. Crosby with the puck. Against the boards. Back in deep. Rust loses his stick. Rust and Crosby behind the Flyers net. Flyers skating it up past the blue line. Turning it over to the Penguins. Carlson has the puck. Passes it to Gerard. Gerard skating in with it, passing it out front, but it doesn't go. But Chris Letang picks it up. Ben Kindle with the puck, dropping it off for Gerard. Gerard in the zone. Letang dumping it in back deep. Kindle with the puck. Centering pass, but it goes high. 18 with the puck and a shot on net. Kindle behind. Oh, there's a whistle. There's another helmet off. I don't know if what happened there. I guess we're gonna see. It looks like Gerard might be going to the box. I don't know what happened. I did not see that. Yeah, Gerard's in the box. Okay. Or no, that's not Gerard. Mantha's in the box. Mantha and Ristalian are in front of... Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, Mantha's just cross-checking him repeatedly. Yeah, that's how you get a penalty. So yeah, the Flyers are now on the power play with 1:12 left to go in the second period. Penguins face off in the Penguin zone, sorry. Penguins winning the face off, wrapping around the net, and it goes down deep into the Flyers zone. Flyers picking it up behind their own net. Pass across the blue line. Coming up through the neutral zone into the Penguin zone. Chopping it high, and puck is knocked out by Blake Lizotte into the Flyers zone. 40 seconds left in the second, sorry. Dropped off into the neutral zone. Carlson picking up behind his own net. Carlson flicking it all the way down the ice on net. Who is that? Dewar trying to pick it up from the goalie, but to no avail. Coming back into the Flyers zone, with a little scrum here. Penguins with the puck, but gets batted away by the Flyers. Flyers coming up into the Penguin zone and shot on net, but that will be the end of the second period. We are going to go to a break, and when we will come back, we'll talk about some stuff in chat. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was the second period. Oh, wait, wrong one.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Hello, everyone. We are back to the second intermission of the Pittsburgh Penguins versus Philadelphia Flyers. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will now take queries from the chat. First off, I hope you guys are enjoying the DJing from my dad. You got a glimpse of him there for a minute. And yeah, we got a new we'll be right back thing. This is like, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer, which is really funny because it's from what's it called? Wow. Ace Ventura. So yeah. Query from the chat. Stop saying what's the call. Speculate what I think's going on. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Brandon. With that comment, I appreciate that. If you guys have any tips on how to make this better, let me know. Because I want to make sure this is as good as it can be for you guys. So yeah. I won't be playing Roblox, Brandon, as much as you want me to. I'm not playing Roblox mid YouTube video. Yeah. Hello, hockey fans. Yeah, I did say that, actually. Trevor, this is great. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, just having a bit of technical stuff that is a problem. But hey, I mean, it's not terrible. Yeah. I hope that you guys are enjoying the stream. One thing I would like to mention about the Penguins, they had they let in the goal from the Flyers, but they immediately responded. Not immediately. They responded like 7 minutes later, with a good response too. Evgeny Malkin from just under the faceoff dot. Robertson joining the stream. That's good, Robert. That's good. Have you even been watching? Robert, have you even been watching? But no. It's been pretty good, to be honest. Like, the Penguins haven't been playing the best game, but they've been playing really well. Malkin with the goal just under the face-off dot, and then put it 5-hole. Both goals actually were 5-hole, from the Penguins and from the Philadelphia Flyers. Robert's been watching with you, Jace. I didn't even know Jace was watching. Hello, Jace. But yeah, from the goal from the Philadelphia Flyers and the Penguins, both were 5-hole, and both were honestly really good goals. There was the shot on net from the Penguins, and then Malkin picked up the rebound and scored that. Oh, Jason's been watching the whole time. Oh, someone asked a question. Ask me something about the game or the Penguins or the Flyers or something, or any NHL team. Jess forgot she was watching. That's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah. Also, guys, I know it's pretty much just my friends who are watching, but if you guys could spread the word and stuff, that would be great. I'm for sure going live again on Monday at 7 p.m. And then I might be going live tomorrow with a different hockey game. Hello, Bob. Who's Bob? I don't know who Bob is. How could I forget about him? Oh, about Jace. Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't know he was watching. He kind of forgot he was not commenting. So kind of mean that he wasn't commenting. But yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Let your friends know about what's you guys are enjoying. Yeah, don't send me a video showing me. I know what I can see me here and here. There's 2 videos of me up on my screen. Yeah, thank you, Jace. I appreciate it. That's why you're shown as my number 1 viewer. Or my number 1 fan. So yeah. Oh, Roberts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how dare you, Jess? How dare you forget about me? Playing Roblox with Brandon, having this on the background, that's actually not a bad idea. That's actually like really valid. Yeah. Do you guys like the break music? Because I think it's really cool, but I don't know. You guys got to let me know how the DJ's doing, because you know he might be offered a raise if he continues to do this good. But you know, we'll see. Me shush? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you just want me to stop talking. We'll just sit here in silence then, because Jess wants me to stop talking. My bad. I think the break's gonna be over in a second. Hold on, I'm just trying to fix this. This is being annoying. Whatever. Yeah. Minnesota beat Dallas 6-1, I think it was. Maybe it was 6-1, 6-1. And the Carolina Hurricanes beat the Ottawa Senators 2-0 today. So this is the final game of the day. Kind of late, honestly. Like, we're not going to be done till like 11. Just because how long periods are. Yeah. Jess just wants me to stop talking, so I guess we'll do that. We'll sit here in silence because that's what Jess wants. I'm joking. The Penguins are actually doing really well. So are the Flyers, actually. And I don't like that. I want the Flyers to do worse. Boo, Flyers. I'm not biased at all, guys. Trust. I'm very unbiased commentator. No, I'm not. Why am I lying to you guys? Crosby throwing a few cross checks there. 3 cross checks. Wow. Didn't know he deserved it, but I mean, I guess that guy just did something wrong. Penguins with a plus 25 goal differential on the year, whereas the Philadelphia Flyers have a plus 7 goal differential. So they are not good at scoring goals compared to the Penguins. Yeah. There are 2 teams in the playoffs with a negative goals against goal differential. The Anaheim Ducks with a negative 15 and the LA Kings with a negative 22. A negative 22 in the playoffs is crazy. No, it's okay. I saw it. So what did you guys are way behind. I don't know what you're talking about in chat here. I don't know what I said to offend the Flyers fans. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Flyers fans. I did not mean to offend you guys. That is my fault, and I take full responsibility. Yeah. I don't care. Boo Flyers. Nah. If you guys like the Flyers, you guys like the Flyers. Personally, I like the Penguins. So, you know, kind of mixed results here from the chat. I think most of the chats, I am not behind on seeing the chats because I'm looking at the live stream like on the other thing, and it is way behind where I actually am. So I'm not behind on chats. You guys are behind on the videos because chats are coming through like right away. So yeah. Just what are you yapping about? Stop yapping, please. Um, save some chatting for the rest of us. Let's stop you from chatting. Mr. Matthews is a Flyers fan. Well, boo, Mr. Matthews. Yeah. We should get Mr. Matthews to watch my streams because my streams are just like that good. So, yeah. Really long stream so far, actually. Well, and not actually. Only almost 3 hours, which is like pretty average for a hockey game. Yeah. Robert does not think I'm mean, Jess. Robert loves me. I'm hiding your messages. You're not allowed to talk anymore. Robert loves me. He's the GOAT. You're gonna tell Mr. Matthews? Please don't. But yeah, someone get Mr. Matthews to watch my streams. If he's a Flyers fan, because like Mr. Matthews kind of cool. So like, if we got him to watch my streams, like I should put on the morning announcements at school that I'm doing this because get the whole school to watch. The whole school. I hope you guys were uncomfortable by that. That was the goal. I feel so lonely. Like normally sports commentators like have like someone else over here. I shouldn't put it up on the morning announcements. I feel like I should. Like honestly, W. That would be actually really good. Like, yeah. Okay, can this intermission be over soon, please? Because, like, we don't like intermission. Ooh, speak of the devil. Start a third. Perfect timing. Okay. Third period is starting soon. They're lining up at the blue line. 47 seconds left on the Flyers power play. 47 seconds left on the Flyers power play. Flyers win the faceoff down into the Flyers zone, pass it across behind their own net, up past the blue line into the neutral zone. Flyers cross ice pass, shot on net, saved by Stuart Skinner. That was pretty good chance for the Flyers, but they just shot it right at the goalie's like glove thing, the glove and blocker thing. Yeah. Face off in the Penguin zone. Won by the Penguins. Carlson slap shots it all the way around down into the Flyers zone. Flyers goalie behind the net drops off, picked up by the defense. Defense cross ice pass. A little bit of pressure here on them, but not much. Wotherspoon with a big hit. Flyers behind the Penguins net. Pass intercepted by the Penguins. Penguins coming down into the offensive zone. Carlson with a shot on net. Wide. Even strength now. Carlson with the puck on the boards. Carlson shoots the puck behind the net. Flyers pick it up. Crosby pressuring the puck. Flyers passing it out past the blue line through the neutral zone into the Penguin zone. Shot, but that was kind of tipped by a Penguins and it goes wide. Penguins behind their own net. Letang passing it up to Gerard. Back to Letang, shot all the way down into the Penguin zone, tipped off, or into the Flyers zone, tipped off a Flyers player. No icing. Back into the neutral zone, Penguins with the puck. Russ skating in. Crosby with the puck all along the boards. Flyers behind their own net, skating around, hit by a Penguins player. Penguins shoot it cross ice, but there was no one there to pick it up. Flyers into the Penguin zone. Penguins get it back. Penguin at their own blue line. Turnover. Flyers with the puck. Flyers coming in deep behind the Penguins net. Penguins along the boards, out of their zone, but up to the Flyers defense. Penguins with the puck. Clifton around the boards to Novak. Shea, puck pinned up against the boards. No one has it right now. Little bit of pushing and shoving. Puck's pinned with a skate. Oh, puck got loose there for a second, and puck is loose at the Penguins' blue line. Shot on net. Penguins with the puck in their own zone. Get it out, clear to the blue line. To Raquel. Picked up by Malkin. Malkin, stop, pass it up to the blue line. Gets it back in deep. Witherspoon out front. Save. Puck's loose, and it's covered by the goalie. A little bit of pushing and shoving here. We haven't actually seen the pucks, or the gloves got dropped yet. So I wonder if that's going to happen this game or not. We're going to have to see. I don't know. Soderblom coming in with a really good chance, but he couldn't make it work. It almost snuck past the goalie there, actually, underneath his blocker elbow, like his blocker arm elbow. But yeah, this is a really good stop by the Flyers goalie. Face off in the Flyers zone. Won by the Penguins. Penguins up against the boards with the puck. Flyers take it back. Penguins get it back again. Mantha passed the puck behind the net to Kindle. Kindle up to the blue line. Back down in deep. Mantha with the puck, skating with it, passes it, but it gets poked away and turned over. Turned over again, back to the Penguins. Penguins with it in their own zone. Connor Clifton with the puck, just kind of regrouping, seeing where he's going to go with it. Skates it up, past the red line, and dumps it down deep. The puck wraps around. Ooh, I think that's a penalty on the Penguins. It looks like, there's going to be a penalty here. Mantha with a high stick. And yeah, both referees put their arms up at the same time. So that is definitely going to be a high sticking call against Mantha. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got him right in the face mask. Just like right under the face mask. That does not feel good. So, yeah. This is going to be a face-off in the Penguin zone. Yeah, Mantha in the box. Oh, let me add this penalty. All right. Oh, it's blown down again. One second. There we go. All right, face off in the Penguin zone, won by the Flyers. Flyers, shot on net. Oh, no, not a shot on net. Attempted shot, but just whiffed it. Back down past the face off dot, up to the blue line. Flyers with it at the Penguins' blue line. Pass across ice, back across. Defense, back and forth. Down to the goal line, up to the faceoff dot. Shot, or centering pass, but it misses. Penguins get it out, and they clear it on net. Flyers with it in their own zone. Dewar kind of putting on some pressure, but not too much. Flyers back with it in the Penguin zone, behind, around the faceoff dot. That looked like a cross check, but no. Flyers with it in the Penguin zone, at the blue line. Shot on net, wide. Flyers with the puck, back up to the blue line. Blue line, shot, blocked. Flyers with that, their blue line again, blocked again by Connor Dewar. That could have been a hand pass. That was a hand pass. Okay. Batted out of the air and just all the way down to another player. Face off at the Penguins blue line. Face off won by the Flyers. Cross ice. Dumped it deep. Skinner trying to stop the puck before it wraps around, but it doesn't. Penguins with the puck behind their own net. Wraps around the boards. Flyers back with it in the Penguin zone. Along the boards. Back to the blue line. Down the boards. Passing. Centering. Shoots. Hits the post, I think, or that was wide. I'm not sure. Flyers with it along the Penguins blue line, dancing across, gets dumped out back behind the Flyers net. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Penguins. Flyers with the puck at center. Penguins recovering the puck behind their own net. Even strength, 5-on-5 now. Flyers with the puck. Penguins with the puck. Now in the Penguin zone. Flyers at the blue line. Shot blocked. Rust with the puck, batting it out to the blue line. Flyers with it in their own zone, coming on down into the Penguin zone. Shot wrapped around behind, or not a shot, sorry, dump in, wrapped around behind the net. Penguins recover the puck, flipped it out deep. Flyers with it in their own zone. Crosby trying to put on some pressure. Flyers pushing back into the Penguin zone. Crosby with the puck behind his own net, up the boards to big hit by Shinkinov behind the Flyers net. Flyers with the puck in the neutral zone, pulling it back into their own zone. Malkin putting pressure on them, losing his feet though. Puck. Penguins with the puck in the neutral zone. Carlson flips it in deep. Flyers with the puck now. Raquel putting some pressure on. Flyers flipping it out deep, coming in. And that will be icing. So, game is still tied 1-1. 12 minutes left in the third period. And that was icing. We're going to go to break here. And we will be back once the NHL break is over.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes.
Okay, we're back with the face-off at center ice. So it was called icing, but then it turned out not to be icing. It was called off. Flyers with the puck in their own zone. Flyers with the puck in the Penguin zone. Shot on net, saved by Stuart Skinner. Puck wrapped around. Penguins with it behind their own net. Chris Letang up to the blue line. Flyers with it at their blue line. Shot on net, but it gets blocked. Skating up with it is Sam Girard. Puck in the Penguin zone. Gets launched out. Back into the in the Penguin zone. Flyers with it in the Penguin zone. Behind the goal line. Penguins take it back. Up along the boards. Dump it down deep to center ice. Batted down by the Flyers. Cross ice pass by Shinksinov. Raquel up. Dumps it in deep to the Flyers zone. Flyers recover it. Pass up to the goal line. And that will be icing. Ooh. Don't have much water left. Okay. Face off in the Flyers zone. Face off won by the Flyers. Flyers with it in their own zone. Passing it up. Past the Penguins blue line. Penguins with the puck behind their own net. Shea to Carlson. Carlson skating up with it. Passes it up. Malkin at the blue line. Dumps it in. Along the boards. Raquel coming in for a hit. It looked like Shea might be injured, but I don't think so. Cross ice pass denied by a by a Flyers player. Comes into the Penguin zone. Shot on net. Saved. Erik Karlsson behind his own net. Malkin with the puck skating up past the Penguins blue line. That is onside, or past the Flyers blue line. That is onside. Flyers with the puck in their own zone. In the neutral zone. Skating up with it. Knocked away. Malkin to Letang. Letang with the puck. Passing it up into the neutral zone. Penguins going into the neutral zone. Kindle in the offensive zone. In deep. Along the boards. Centered. Goes to the Flyers player. Flyers coming into the Penguins zone. Cross ice pass. Batted away by a Penguins player though. Puck goes up to the Flyers blue line. Flyers dancing in past two players. Shot on net. Scores! Flyers are now up 2-0 against the Penguins. Penguins need to answer quick here. They need to win this game. Dancing in with the puck and just putting it on the glove side. Just right past where Skinner can't see. That sucks for the Penguins. We need to get one back here soon. 10 minutes left in the third. There is time, but this does suck for the Penguins. Face-off in center. Flyers winning the face-off at their own blue line. Further into their zone. Pressure by the Penguins. Puck gets shot up deep. Skinner behind the net. To Wotherspoon. To a Flyers player behind the net. Behind the Penguins net, sorry. On the boards. Shot in deep by the Flyers. Penguins recover it, though, and get it back up at the blue line. Down into their own zone. Carlson skating towards his own net. Skating up with the puck. Russ shooting it in, but it does not get deep enough, and the Flyers pick it up. Flyers in the Penguin zone. Turn it over to the Penguins. Penguins in the neutral zone. Gets bad into the Penguin zone, though. Crosby along the boards. Carlson shoots the puck in front of his net for some reason. Crosby with the puck. Okay, a Flyers player is rolling around like a soccer player. This is hockey, not soccer. World Cup's coming soon, though. Puck loops around. Shea with the puck outside of the Flyers zone, right at the blue line. A little bit of a battle here for the puck. Puck's pinned against the near boards. Shea to Clifton into the zone. By Novak. Novak dancing through, but the puck gets stopped. Penguins need to capitalize on something here soon. Penguins behind their own net, skating up with the puck. Down deep to Malkin. Malkin skating in behind the net. Shot on net, but he misses. Flyers coming through the neutral zone. Coming up. Pass along the boards. Centering pass, but it ends up being batted away by Skinner. Puck moved up into the neutral zone. Flyers shooting it down into the Penguin zone. In deep. Penguins with the puck behind their own goal line. Up to Letang. Cross ice pass. Big hit from the Flyers here, though. Mantha behind the Penguins net with a hit. Flyers with the puck in their own zone. Skating it up. Flicks it up into the Penguin zone. Penguins with it behind their own net. Mantha with the puck. Skating it in. Does not get in enough, though. Letang passing it up to Gerard, I think. Or not Gerard. Yeah. Flyers with the puck in the neutral zone. Getting it in deep. Skinner with the puck behind his own net. Flyers picking it up. About 7 minutes left to go in the third period. Rust crossing it to Crosby. Crosby shot on net. Saved. It was a really good chance from Crosby. Really wishing he put that in. But that is okay. The Penguins still have a chance here. This is not the end of the game yet. We're going to go to a quick break so I can get myself more water.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Welcome back to the Penguins versus Flyers. Game 1 of the NHL playoff series. Face off in the Penguins or in the Flyers zone. Carlson getting it in deep. Crosby with the puck up to the Flyers. Flyers shooting it in, and that goes high. That will be a whistle. Flyers are currently up 2-1, 19 shots to 14. Penguins really need a chance. Oh, wow. Penguins really need to get something done here because it is not going great right now. And yeah. Puck into the Flyers zone. That will be icing. So nothing really much there. I have an issue with that. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna need to fix that later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Okay, that does not look great though, but whatever. I'll get it fixed later. Puck in the Penguin zone, face off there. Face off won by the Pittsburgh Penguins, but that will be on. The whistle will go again. Face off in the Penguin zone again. This is won by the Penguins once again. Ryan Shea wrapping around the net, getting it out of the zone. Penguins with it in the neutral zone. Malkin along the boards, back to Clifton. Up along Novak with it to Malkin. Malkin getting it in deep. Raquel. Philadelphia with the puck behind their own net. Raquel putting on pressure. Dancing behind the net. Trying to get around Raquel and Malkin. They do, but it gets up to Carlson at the Penguins' blue line. Carlson takes it back a little bit and then moves it back up. Crosby launching it in deep. Wraps around the boards. Along the boards is Philadelphia. Wotherspoon with the puck. Now, in the Flyers zone, Flyers with the puck, flipping it up, and Wotherspoon with it in his own zone. Wotherspoon to Rust. Rust skating with it up, gets it in deep. About 5 minutes left in the third period. Puck wraps around Wotherspoon with it in his own zone. Wotherspoon down to Mantha. Mantha with it in the Flyers zone. Flyers in the corner with the puck behind the Flyers net. Up to the blue line. And that gets past Gerard. Gerard with the puck behind his own net. Skating up past the blue line. This is a big burst of speed. Gerard behind the Flyers net. Wrapping around. Shot gets blocked. Wraps up to Letang. Letang back to Gerard. Gerard along the boards. But the Flyers knock it out. Letang with it in his own zone. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the third period. Let's see if the Penguins can tie the game up. Flyers with it behind the net. Puck gets launched up to the Penguin zone. Mantha with it behind his, or not Mantha, Gerard with it behind his own net. Flyers recovering it in their own zone. Malkin picking up the puck behind his own net. Malkin coming out of the Flyer, or out of the Penguin zone into the Flyer zone, but the puck gets knocked out into the neutral zone. Flyers coming in, shot on net, wide. Penguins dropping it off. Gerard to Letang knocking it up. Skinner with it behind his own net, leaves it. Lizotte skating up with the puck into his own zone. Big hit from Lizotte in the Flyers zone. Flyers with the puck behind their own blue line, or goal line, sorry. Shinshinov trying to put some pressure on. Letang with a hit. Achari skating back fast, trying to stop and the Flyers score again. Is now 3-1 for the Philadelphia Flyers with 2 minutes 37 seconds left to go in the third. It is not looking great for the Penguins. I don't think this game is going to go great for the Pittsburgh Penguins today, but that is okay. We can have it. We can try and do something next game. I'm not counting this game out. We can always score 2 goals in 2 minutes. It's not super difficult, but I'm just saying it's not super likely. That was a really good goal. Wow. Face off at center ice, won by the Penguins. Carlson with it in his own zone. Carlson up to the blue line. Rust with it, dropping it for Malkin. Malkin with it in the corner. Philadelphia takes it up to Carlson. Carlson trying to do something with it here. Penguins have an empty net right now. Penguins with it in their own zone. Shot on the net. Played. Oh, no, the whistle went. It was played by their goalie, but the whistle went. 2:08 left here in the third period. Penguins need to do something here. If they want to have a chance at winning. Flyers lead 3-1 in the third. We're going to go to a break.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Welcome back. I was able to fix my scoreboard. Penguins are down. Oh, shoot. I need to actually pay attention here. Okay. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the third period. Philadelphia leads 3-1. Oh, there's a timeout. That's why we went to an ad break there. Because there's a timeout. That makes sense. Okay. Penguins with it in the Flyer zone. Flyers on the boards. Penguins get it. Malkin to Carlson. Carlson back to Malkin. Malkin to Carlson. All the way down. Wraps around to Crosby to Rust. Rust on the boards. Flyers trying to clear the puck, but they are unable to. Rust on the line to Carlson. Down to Malkin. Back up to Carlson. Shot. Saved. And the puck gets knocked out of the Flyers zone. Carlson launching it back in. Wraps around. Flyers with the puck in their own zone. Carlson trying to get the puck back here for the Penguins. Crosby right in there too with 2 Flyers players as well. Crosby and Sanheim kind of going at it here with some slashes and some cross checks. Crosby just got a penalty, which is not what we want to see from our... Oh, okay, they're both going. Okay, I was going to say that's not what we want to see from our captain right now, with 1:09 left to go. But, yeah, it was both ways, so both players are getting sent to the box here. Because there was some unnecessary from Crosby and Sanheim. Yeah, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. So, add a penalty here. Then, add a penalty here. It's going to be 4-on-4. But the Penguins have an empty net. So, it's actually 5-on-4. Wait, who called that time? Maybe there was no timeout. I don't think there was a timeout. Oh, wait, no, there definitely was a timeout. I think the Penguins called that timeout. Yeah. Okay, so Penguins need to do something here. 1:09 left. Empty net. 4-on-4. Well, 5-on-4. But 4-on-4 and then empty net. So 5-on-4. Okay. Face off in the Flyers zone. Who's taking this? Nola Chari taking it for the Penguins. And that was won by Achari. Carlson at the blue line. Back to Malkin. Malkin, shot on net. Scored by Rust! Brian Rust reduces the lead of the Flyers down to 1. It is now 2-3 for the Philadelphia Flyers here. The Penguins need to do something else here. Malkin shot on net, blocked by a Philadelphia player, and then Rust put that in, just back of the net. That was a really nice play there by Rust. Oh, yeah. Okay. Penguins do not have an empty net anymore. 4-on-4. Face-off. Won by the Penguins. Oh, whoa. What is happening here with the penalties? Oh. Uh-oh. I messed it up. 40 seconds left in the third. 35 seconds left. Penguins with it in their own zone. I'm trying to get the timer down as well as commentate here. 26. Yeah, 23. There we go. Penguins with it at the Flyers blue line. Penguins knocking it out. Raquel with it at center ice. Passing it in. 10 seconds left to go. Penguins need to score here. Rust at the blue line. Shot. Oh, no goal. 3 seconds left. They need one more, and that will be the game. The Flyers win the first game of the series 3-1 here in at PPG Paints Arena. That is a huge bummer by the Pens. Malkin and Rust with a huge goal there. Unnecessary penalty taken by the Penguins at the end by Crosby, which sucks. But it was a good game, and there were some couple chances by the Penguins at the end there. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Next game is on Monday at 7, and I might be streaming again tomorrow. I'm not sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. See you guys.